Fred, thanks. What we're watching tonight, an investigation into UConn employees getting big raises, is raising a lot of questions. A lot of people, including some lawmakers, want to know where that money will come from in the middle of ongoing state budget cuts. News 8's Bob Wilson live tonight at the Storrs campus with some answers. Bob.
Yeah, Darren, we've been talking to lawmakers about it, and they say, you know what? They are in the midst of a budget crisis, cuts, layoffs. And even they said the president, Susan Herbst of UConn, came before them and said, if you cut our funding too, we'll have to have layoffs and cuts as well. And now they want to know how come she's handing out big raises.
I like to proceed as trust but verify, and now we're verifying, and I've lost trust.
Lawmakers angry, outraged at the raises UConn President Susan Herbst has handed out to 4 of her staff as the rest of the state is laying off and cutting their budgets.
They are state employees that were given incredible, outrageous raises. One of them, for instance, within a 12-month period, their salary increased $80,000 between a variety of mechanisms, in addition to a $15,000 a year car allowance.
She is referring to the biggest raise, VP of Legal Affairs and General Counsel. In 2015, he made $250,000. In 2016, he made $275,000. Each year, there's a $25,000 bonus. Each year, there's a $15,000 car allowance. It's the bonuses and car allowance that has concerned lawmakers.
In the letter from her, it stated that it would not be added to their base salary. That means we in the legislature on the Appropriations Committee don't see that. I have huge concerns about the lack of transparency there.
Now, the announcement of the raises comes on the heels of a 30% tuition hike over the next 4 years here at UConn. And the president says that tuition hike will go to a lot of things like infrastructure and classrooms, as well as more faculty. And she says the raises that were given out, they were promised back in 2013, 2014. And the car allowances, those are now folded in to the raises. The car allowances, they're not doing anymore. However, students say, you know what, the raises come at a bad time.
I was kind of disappointed because the couple of times I met with Susan Herbst, she seemed to know kind of what was going on, what the problems were at this university, what the purpose of this university is, and the greater picture of being affordable for all students of all backgrounds. But now that she's done this, it kind of just seems like she doesn't know.
Right now, lawmakers have just sent a letter to the president asking for some answers, but it could turn into a full-blown investigation.
We have lots of questions, and one of them is, are there others that we're not aware of? And are there any other sources of funding that they're using?
And right now, letters flying back and forth between lawmakers and UConn. And in fairness to the university, Susan Herbst says, you know what, we have some talented people. The chief architect they took from Yale, she came over from Yale to help plan that campus. They say they want to retain her and pay her what she's worth and bring her up to the national level of people in her position. They're saying to do that, they have to give out these raises. I'm Bob Wilson reporting live, News 8.